Hello everyone, for my behavioral analysis video project, I chose to focus on nest building behavior and vocal communication in doves. During my observation, I recorded a pair of doves repeatedly moving between two shop structures and several nearby trees. The birds are perched on one shop, fly to a nearby tree, and move to the second shop before returning to the trees again, ultimately then returning to the main nesting area. They repeated this pattern multiple times throughout the observation. The doves frequently vocalized to one another when I moved or someone else moved closer to the nesting area. Their calls became more louder and more frequent. To describe the behavior objectively, the doves flew between the shop and trees, perched briefly, vocalized, then moved to another location. One bird often stayed closer to the nesting area, while the others moved between locations before returning. This repeated movement and vocal communication were the main behaviors I observed. The first of Tinbergen's 4 levels of analysis is causation. My hypothesis is that the increased vocalizations were triggered by environmental stimuli. Specifically, my presence near the nesting area. As I approached, the birds became noticeably more vocal. Marachi and Basket found that mourning doves use vocal communication during breeding and nesting activities. Because the calls increased when I got closer, I believe my presence influenced their behavior. The second level is development. My developmental hypothesis is that the nest building and communication behaviors between doves develop as doves reach reproductive maturity. Adult birds participate in nesting and parental care, while younger birds do not. These behaviors become part of normal breeding cycle as birds mature. The third level is evolution. My evolutionary hypothesis is that the nest building involved because it improves reproductive success. Similar nesting behaviors are found throughout the dove and pigeon family. Baptista, Trail, and Horbit describe nest construction and parental cooperation as common traits among dove species, suggesting these behaviors may have been maintained throughout natural selection. The fourth level of function, my functional hypothesis is that the nest building and vocal communication increase offspring survival. The nest provides a projected place for eggs and chicks, while vocal communication may help mates coordinate activity and respond to potential threats. The repeated movement between shops and nearby trees may also help the birds gather materials and monitor the area around the nest. The behavior connects to several concepts discussed in the class, including communication, parental investment, and reproductive success. The doves invested time and energy into building and nesting and maintaining communication with one another. These behaviors improve fitness by increasing the likelihood that offspring survive and eventually reproduce. Observing these doves gave me a real-world example of how animal behavior can directly contribute to success and survival in the reproductive world.